Boxing truth here. I don't want to jinx it, but we're about almost 2 weeks away. And holy shit, Andre Ward just might fight in 2016. Barring any injuries or pullouts or litigations with promoters, Andre Ward's going to fight on March 26th against Sullivan Barrera. Now the question is Andre Ward still elite? It's a good question. I'm not really sure based on his last performance. Fought Paul Smith, made him fight at a weight he doesn't really compete at, catch weight 172. He's nobody special, hand-picked opponent, mismatch. Ward was the heavy favorite, but I didn't see I'm not sure I saw an elite fighter that beat Paul Smith. I still saw a fighter that was still well-rounded, still skilled, still has some sharpness to his punches, still has some speed, can put some punches together, some good combinations. But his movement, I wasn't thrilled with his movement in that fight. He looked a little lethargic, heavy-footed at times, just not as fast as he used to be on his feet. His movements to the side, left to the right. He looked a little bigger too physically. It seems like his days at super middleweight are long gone. I don't even think he can make the weight anymore, which is why he's moving up to light heavyweight now. And I'll give Andre Ward props for this. At least, unlike some other fighters out there, at least he's trying to get that career-defining fight for his career. He's trying to get that legacy fight with Kovalev. Now he has to put some work in, obviously. And the first step is against Sullivan Barrera. And now I've been watching some footage on Ward's 2 fights where he fought his last fight, obviously, in the last fight where he's actually fought the best opponent of his career, which is Carl Froch. Big differences in between both of those tapes. Obviously in the Froch fight he was more active. He was more fluid with his movement, more fluid with his footwork, in and out. Was a lot sharper, faster. Body's different too. Against Paul Smith, he looked a little bigger. He didn't look as fluid on his feet. He still has got some speed. He still got combinations. Still was sharp, but not as sharp as compared to what he was in the fight with Froch. Well, he was a more active fighter at the time. Now, looking at the 2 fights, Sullivan Barrera is definitely live. He definitely has a shot. He has a puncher's chance. Now, Barrera, he brings physicality to the ring. He's strong. He's a legit light heavyweight. He's rated by the IBF, the #1 contender. But he still doesn't have the experience. Still hasn't proven that he's a world beater just yet. He still has to prove that he's a world-class fighter. He's a contender, but he hasn't really beaten the type of opposition to say that he's a world-class fighter just yet. His best win is Khabib Murat. That's the truth. That's his best win. But Sullivan Barrera has a puncher's chance. He's not particularly that fast. I would say average speed, but he throws his punches well, puts them together well. He likes to throw big shots. Good right uppercut. Nice straight right hand to the body. Solid hooks. But he's got holes in his defense, and he doesn't have the greatest speed. So Ward will have an advantage there. Here's the concern about Ward, and it's his chin. He hasn't proven that he's got that he could take it much. I mean, he's been dropped by Darnell Boone, but with an uppercut. He's been rocked in other fights, and he got rocked in the fight against Paul Smith. Paul Smith didn't offer much in that fight. He was a heavy bag. The guy just showed up, pretty much just didn't pull the trigger for most of the time. And when he did in the 7th round, he hurt Ward with a right hand. I mean, he actually He actually buzzed Ward with a right hand in the 7th round. Ward he had to hold on and recover his senses after he got hit with that right hand. So there's still questions about Andre Ward's chin, and that's the main reason why I don't think he could beat Sergey Kovalev at the moment of where he's at right now. But this will be his I guess his third camp since he's signed that deal with Rock Nation. He had the fight with Paul Smith, was supposed to fight Alexander Brand, a no-hoper moving up from super middleweight. Apparently he had some knee inflammation. He had to pull out, whatever. But now this is his third camp, so he should be a lot sharper. He's been training for fights since June of last year. He's only gotten one fight in, but we're gonna get some answers about where Andre Ward is at, because that's what Sullivan Barrera will provide. But he is live. He's got a puncher's chance. Ward's chin ain't the best. I wouldn't say it's Bernard Hopkins like, definitely not. But it's gonna be interesting to see. We're gonna get some answers about Andre Ward. Still 2 more weeks to go. Anything could happen. You never know what Andre Ward might pull out because his freaking elbow's sore or something. So, but I think the fight's gonna go down March 26th. Looking forward to it. I wonder what type of business Ward's gonna do. Is it gonna be a sellout crowd at the Oracle Arena? What are the ratings gonna do? Where's his name recognition at? Finally get some answers about Andre Ward. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.